Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Today, and it is daytime, so let me go ahead and apologize for exterior noises. I can hear a dog, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting ready. I've got my trusty makeup bags you guys have seen many times before. This one and this one. She's a little dirty. Little coffin shape. And I've got my brush cup here, black like my soul. I've got, as you can see, a multitude of brush options. So yeah, we're not going to be doing anything crazy. Very simple look. I'm going to be going to see The Little Mermaid tonight, but I'm still going to be dressed like very casual, so I don't want to be like over the top glam with my like t-shirt and tennis shoes. I don't have a Little Mermaid shirt, but I do have the one that I'm wearing, which is a Disney Villains shirt. I could probably pan down and let you guys see, or move it down. There you go. So you can see Ursula is there. So I figured I would wear that. So yeah, so very casual look. So we're just gonna do kind of like an easy, everyday kind of vibe. But since I've put out so little content lately, I figured you guys might like to be here for that. I don't have my headphones in, I normally do, so I can monitor how loud I'm being, how loud exterior noises are, but hopefully nothing is too terrible. I feel like I hear banging. I swear to God, everything is like quiet until I sit down to film. Every time, without fail. But anyways, let's just get started. I'm gonna take a plain, just a regular, not plain, foundation powder and just set my eyelids. Just so anything I put there blends out. If this was like full glam, I would probably put concealer here to block out any color. But yeah, it's not that serious. So just underneath too, because I usually blend under here. That's good. And then I'm gonna pick up a super fluffy blending brush. I actually think this is a highlight brush. I'm not sure. It's very big for the eye. Like if you have small eyes, this might be a bit much, but yeah. I'm gonna take, I was gonna take this eyeshadow palette, but I actually think I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with my NARS bronzer in Laguna. Oh, there we are. Pick that up. Lots. This is, not that it's not pigmented, but it's not overly pigmented, so you don't really have to worry about like you know, packing a lot on your brush and then having like a huge brown blob on your eye. It's very forgiving, and I'm just gonna buff this all over. Like, it can get on the eyelid, it can go up, it's whatever. I just got a text, and I don't know if that just played into the headphones that are plugged in or not. Yeah, you can go down, you can buff it out a lot. It all depends on your, like, how much space you have here. If, like me, you have like a huge kind of brow ridge area, you can go up pretty far. If not, keep it more subtle. Maybe use a smaller brush. And I even blend out here because I'm gonna fix it with foundation anyways. And I sometimes take bronzer anyway and kind of go right in this part in your temple to kind of lift. So yeah, just do that. I normally wouldn't do it for this long. I think it's just like when I talk to you guys, I go on and on. So yeah, but that's good enough. You just want to lay down some color, so I'm gonna do the underneath as well. And again, I'm not worried about this being crazy looking because I still have to put foundation on. But if you are worried about it, you can use a smaller brush. I think this kind of brush just keeps anything from being like too concentrated or like unblended looking, like it's all very soft. Although I will say, I have really sensitive eyes, and so doing this does tend to make them water quite a bit. So maybe be aware of that. Okay, so yeah, no, that's good enough, whatever. And now I'm gonna go in, I guess I am gonna go in with this Ace Beauty or Butte Grandiose palette. This is old. I don't know if they sell this anymore. I think it came in like a boxy charm or something ages ago, like truly ages. So I don't know if it still exists in the world, but these are very normal colors. I'm just gonna use this warm kind of orangish brown color, burnt brown. So like definitely dupeable. I'm gonna go in with this brush, same kind of idea, just a little bit smaller. This is the, I've used it so much the name has rubbed off. I feel like I have other brushes for the same brand in here, if I can find one. This is the one I use the most, so it has faced the most wear and tear. And this one has rubbed off as well. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just a smaller buffer brush, or blending brush, rather. And I'm gonna go back in and essentially do the same thing, but just a little lower. Not so diffused, more in the crease. And since I have blue, gray, whatever eyes, I tend to use colors like this, like warm colors. But if you don't, you could use cool browns. Neutral, more neutral. Sometimes I do that too. But I just think warm is more, can be more flattering for me personally. And I'm gonna run it under the bottom as well. If you can see, I kind of focus on the outside and then like blend in. Kind of that look that I'm very tired. But that I kind of like that look. I don't know. And next I'm gonna take, not this palette because it doesn't have one. To dig a little. No. This one, I think. Yeah. This is the Smashbox Cover Shot palette in Ablaze. You can see it has this fun little, what do you call that? Like a holographic effect. This is what it looks like. I'm sure I've shown this on this channel before. I'm gonna take this really dark brown and I'm gonna just like this, just press it into that outer. Same thing over. Okay, drag it in to the middle. And then I feel like this side's a little darker, so let me. There. Then I'll just go back in with that brush and blend. Good enough. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes I'll do the top as well. I don't tend to do it every time because I'm bad at it. I don't wear eyeliner like at all, especially top eyeliner. So sometimes I just don't bother. But it can look nice. It can kind of pull your eye out that way. Just kind of soft. See, I kind of went up too far right there, but that's okay. It's good enough. So yeah, kind of, it can look a little until you have the rest of your hair done, and sometimes that too, which I think I'm gonna go ahead and do right now. I will take like a highlighter or any kind of light shimmery color, whichever you prefer, and I'm gonna use this lightest color from this Smashbox Spotlight palette on like a dense packer brush and just go right here. Sometimes onto the lid as well. Just like kind of keep your eye open. Just keeps you a little more, I don't know, something. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it can be a little bit, no, it doesn't look as good until you have your base done. And honestly, normally with this kind of like light look, I would do my base first, but I'm used to doing my eyes first so that it doesn't fall out on my face, so I just went with that. But yeah, you could definitely do your base first. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. What foundation should I use, guys? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna use any primer. It's pretty cool today, so not cool, but it's not like super warm and humid. So I think I'm gonna skip that for today. And I'm just gonna go in with, if I can find it, there it is, my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in like the lightest shade, 110 Porcelain. If it's not the lightest, it's the second to lightest. Super pale. So I'm just gonna put some on my hand. A fair amount, but not too much. It's gonna be, just gonna dot it. I tend to focus most of my foundation like out here because I have acne is always like kind of on my jawline, like hormonal acne, and the redness in my cheeks, so I tend to put the majority of it down here and then a little on my forehead. One thing I do though is I don't put any like directly onto my nose like most of the time, because I do have some dry skin, but my nose tends to get very oily, so I usually wait until like I've completely blended everything out, and then I'll use whatever's left in the brush or the sponge to go over my nose at that point. Because I just find the less product I use there, the better things tend to be. And I barely ever like wear concealer, so I go all the way. Like I know some people avoid their under eyes because they put concealer there, but I don't really. So I just do this because I have a lot of skin issues, but super dark eye bags is luckily not one of them. So I can usually get away with not putting concealer there. Forget to kind of lift your hair back and go in your hairline. I have to like, I really like deep nose divots here, so I have to make sure I really get in there. I don't know. I feel like this is such a random, I'm so out of practice, you guys, with talking to you, with filming myself like looking at there, not just at me. But I do have to use the phone as like a mirror. So I don't know. I'm excited to see this movie. I know some people have been kind of hating since the announcement because of the casting, which I don't really understand. I don't care about any of that. I think Halle Bailey's beautiful. She has a beautiful voice. So I'm excited. I love Little Mermaid. It wasn't my favorite Disney movie, but it is one I watched a lot. So I'm excited. I'm a movie junkie anyways. Like, if I have the time, I mean, I'll go see basically anything. I have AMC Plus, or Stubs. Stubs? What do you call it? I think it's Stubs. So, you know, I can see up to 3 movies a week or whatever. So I love the movies. I go a lot. And if I like a movie, I'll go see it a bunch of times. I get obsessive about things that I like. Like I went and saw Avatar 2 like 5 times. 4 or 5 times. Mostly alone. I would have gone more too if I had more free time, but it's just such a long movie that it's hard to get in there that often because there was other movies coming out, but I have to go see with my friends, and like the movie theaters, the AMC movie theaters are not near me, so I have to drive like almost an hour to get there, and you know, see a 3-hour movie and then drive an hour back. So I definitely would have seen it more. It was beautiful. I loved it. I have 2 shirts from it actually, or 3 actually, but I got like, you know those like fan cami kind of graphic tees that are very popular right now, like a character like that's like their face all over it, like a bunch of different shots of them. I have one for Jake and one for Loak. So okay, I'm blending nothing at this point. So yeah, that's that for the base. You can see even that, just evening out my skin tone and stuff, makes the eyes pop more, makes them look a little more dramatic, honestly. But yeah, now I'm going to take a bigger, like fluffy brush. I mean, this one's a funky old Juicy Couture one, and I'm gonna go in with the One Heck of a Blot from Soap and Glory. It's just a translucent, I think it's translucent, yeah. Powder. Just dust that everywhere. Sometimes if I want more coverage, I'll go in with that one you saw in the beginning that I put over my eyelids. It's the Estee Lauder one. It has some actual pigment to it. It's not just a translucent powder. So sometimes I'll do that. There we go. And now I'm gonna go in with this Duo Fiber brush from Luxie. You can see it has color in it. I use this one all the time for bronzer and whatnot. I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the light one. Yeah, light bronzer, because I'm really pale, as you can see. so I don't tend to need like the darkest shade or something. And this smells so good, you guys. Very coconutty. Next video shows on the beach. Things I do that kind of go up onto my forehead a little bit, not a ton, but some. So you could do what I said earlier and kind of lift up in your outer corner, and then mostly the cheekbone area. You can do this if you want. I kind of just tend to get a little sloppy with it, so it's a light bronzer, like, so it's pretty forgiving. Again, get that hairline, just blend everything. Yeah. I tend to go over my nose a little bit too. I don't like contour in the traditional sense of like carving out a shape, but I just think it kind of helps keep it looking kind of cohesive. And I think I've said before, but I don't tend to do a lot on my jawline because, like, first of all, what jawline? And second of all, I feel like it'll just like look weird because, like, if I have to like try to like carve something out right here, like, this is gonna look like a stripe on my face. Girlies who do not have super fat faces like me are lucky. And you know, you think like, oh, it's just because you're big, so you have a big face. But there are plenty of big women who have stunning, beautiful, chiseled faces. It literally makes me so jealous, like seething with jealousy. So yeah, that's that. And I don't always, in fact, I would say normally I don't go in with blush, but if I was going to, it would be this one. It's kind of just like a peachy, soft blush, and I tend to focus out a little higher up. I don't come all the way like down here because I like when you smile and people like do that and then you don't smile and it's like by your mouth. So I tend to just keep it up here. Like it's like a little more lifting. It just keeps you kind of like in that general direction, just up, 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 up. Not too much though. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, I just do the bronzer. And let's throw some eyebrows on because that can kind of help finish out the look too. Like I feel like it's not as severe for me because I have like very fat eyebrows. But if you have thinner eyebrows, I feel like filling them in like changes an entire, like it changes everything. Changes the whole look. And can make you feel more like completed and like put together. I kind of like drag my eyebrow down a little bit. Like, I mean like a minuscule amount. A negligible amount maybe. Is that the better word? And it doesn't matter what I do, my eyebrows are always sisters and not twins. I tend to leave them alone a lot these days. Like I still pluck the stray ones here, like under here and under here, but I don't trim them as much as I used to. I don't know, just laziness probably. And then this is a little powder in the inside, so I just tend to darken up the outer portion the most. Back in there. Do this. I don't know, I get frustrated after a minute and just give up. I don't really put anything in them either. I feel like eyebrows don't just kind of fade away like a lot of other makeup does. So I don't usually do gel or anything. I don't know, you see what I'm looking at here? So like this one's like perfectly like boop. And this one always has a spot right here. And it's so frustrating. It's like it's sisters, not twins. Okay. Yeah. Oh, mascara. So say again, I have very mediocre eyelashes. Like, they're just kind of blah. So, find the one. That was not the one I've been using. That was an old one. I'm not sure. I've been using the Sky High by Maybelline lately for the past couple months since I bought this. I'm not overly impressed or unimpressed. It's kind of just a normal mascara, I suppose. I don't curl them usually. One, I don't like the way it feels, and two, it doesn't make that big of a difference for my eyelashes because they're just kind of short and not particularly thick. So that's usually about as crazy as I get with it. I don't wear bottom mascara usually. One, because in the summer, it's not summer, but when it's warm here, it's very humid, so that can cause transfer. And two, my eyes water a lot, and that just causes it to like transfer to my face, and I just mitigate that risk and just don't wear it. I guess that's good enough. I need to tweeze right here, actually. Yeah, so just a little bit of mascara. I'm gonna say, sometimes I'll do 2 coats, but I don't really see the need. And then lastly, I need some kind of lip product. This will probably wear off before I ever go anyways, but to dig for everything today, guys. It's right here. It's right here. This is Cinnamon Toast from L'Oreal. And I'm just gonna press a little bit. And then rub. I don't tend to like a lot of lipstick. Just a little bit. Most of the time, like, for like casual looks, I mean. Like, I will rock a red or something every now and then, but then I'm gonna go in with this gloss just because my lips are dry. This is the Gummy Glacier Gloss from Amorphous Aesthetics, which is Diamond ASMR's brand. You can see I've done it before with this exact lip shade. My lip wand, the little wand is stained. And this is just a clear gloss. But it smells really good. And it's moisturizing. So this works. And as this wears off, I normally just throw like chapstick back on. But yeah. Oh yeah, last thing. I feel like I was missing something else, but I just remembered what it is because I see it sitting over here. Just put all this stuff back up. And the last thing, how the hell is this video 30 minutes long? I've barely done anything. I'm sorry. The last thing is I'm gonna use this setting spray. This is the matte finish setting spray from Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus. And this has like a heavy mist, so if you try this, like, just no, like, don't be like shocked. I usually do this before my mascara, but it'll be alright. fan your face or just let it dry naturally. And yeah, that is gonna be it. Very nothing to write home about. But yeah, you guys have probably actually seen me do like almost this exact look before. Oh. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always, and again, I don't necessarily know when the next video will be up. It's super open to requests. I know I always say that, but like I was trying to think of a video to film yesterday when I had a little bit of free time, and I was just like, what would it be? I don't know. And so it ended up being nothing, but yeah, so let me know if you guys have anything you want to see, or if you have like an old video of mine that you'd like an updated version of. Super open to that as well. But yeah, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.